So we're going to do a video here. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm going to go live on YouTube. We're learning how to do it. So YouTube is asking me questions. I got this strike, I think. No, it's not a strike. A warning. Whoops. Don't want to spill my coffee here. I got a warning. Whoa. It's tough to do this. There. They're not set up. I'm trying to learn how to do this. I'm getting old. It's getting slow. I'm getting slow. It says your content was removed due to a violation of our community guidelines. Because it's the first time your account isn't affected, you're only warned once, and this warning will remain on your channel. If this happens again, your channel will get a community guidelines strike. You won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for 1 week. Well, at least that's better than Twitter. They just permanently ban you immediately. So I'm getting ready for a YouTube live video, and it takes forever to upload these videos. It takes up a lot of your time to even just prepare for it. And I gotta keep up with the Joneses here online. Somebody sent me a text message, so I gotta check that. STCU. What is STCU? Somebody changed my password. So we have to delete that. Twitter confirmation code, delete that. I texted Jesse Waters the other day because he's got somebody's using his name on Truth Social. And I'm trying to verify. Is someone impersonating you on Truth Social? If not, let us know on air tomorrow's broadcast. If you get my email, let me know. And then I sent this. If it's really you and you want a bigger, better story than SBF, FTX, Biden, FBI, Twitter files, Trump, Truth, then verify it's really you on Truth Social and get your check mark. You have to jump through so many hoops these days to just prove who you are. Look at this crap. Let's see if you can even see it. I don't even know if it'll come through. Let's see how that comes through. We're just playing with YouTube, right? And if you use music in the background that's copywritten, you get a copyright strike. If you run a video in the background from somebody else, like Russell Brand or Joe Rogan, you get a copyright strike. And then if you violate their community guidelines, which we'll take a look at right now, they delete your content, then you don't know what content it was that was deleted. So you have to go to your dashboard. I only have 300 subscribers. On YouTube. I'm on the channel dashboard. And then they have this week at YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. In the last 28 days, I've had 4,800 views, 31 hours of watch time. And the one video that they watched the most was Whole Lotta Love with Led Zeppelin. If you do shorts and use their music that's already approved, then you don't get a copyright infringement notice. Anyway. So, let's see here. Got a guy out cutting the trees. So here's the guidelines. YouTube has always had a set of community guidelines that outline what type of content isn't allowed on YouTube. These policies apply to all types of content on our platform, including videos, comments, links, and thumbnails. Our community guidelines are a key part of our broader suite of policies and are regularly updated in consultation with outside experts. Ooh. Let me guess who those outside experts are. Oh my God. And YouTube creators to keep pace with emerging challenges. So how much do you agree or disagree that the information on this website has improved your opinion that YouTube protects users from harmful content? Harmful content. What is harmful? Would it be propaganda from the government? Is that harmful content? Would censorship of people's opinions be harmful content? It's hard to tell. You have to figure it out for yourself. What should I say here? Agree strongly, neither agree nor disagree. I neither agree nor disagree. I don't even know what content was deleted. So it's like, if you don't know what you did wrong, how can you not do it again? I put neither. How much do you agree or disagree that it was easy to find the information you were looking for on this website? Agree slightly. We're always looking for ways to improve our website. How could we make it easier for you to find the information you're looking for? Well, let me answer that question here. Type. Here we go. We're always looking for ways to improve our website. How could we make it easier for you to find the information you were looking for? You could leave content that was deleted available to the creator without it being able to be made public, so the creator could appeal or at least see what they did wrong. Twitter just bans people randomly, even under Elon Musk. Makes one wonder if YouTube is being monitored by the same people who infiltrated Twitter, i.e. former FBI agents. doesn't make you feel safe. Free speech oriented. Okay, here's what I wrote to them. This is to whoever's getting this on the other end. You don't even know who you're writing to. It's like, we're always looking for ways to improve our website. How could we make it easier for you to find the information you're looking for? You could leave content that was deleted available to the creator without it being able to be made public so the creator could appeal or at least see what they did wrong. It's a learning process. This is like so many pages you have to read. My God. Twitter just bans people randomly, even under Elon Musk's supervision. Makes one wonder if YouTube is being monitored by the same people who infiltrated Twitter. Typo, fix that. i.e., former FBI agents, doesn't make one feel safe to communicate in a society that's supposed to be free speech oriented. Next, do not include personal information. Next. Which of the following best describes your sector or occupation? Oh boy. I'm a journalist, academic, teacher, YouTube creator. There you go. Thank you. We enforce these community guidelines using a combination of human reviewers and machine learning and apply them equally. Equally? Regardless of the subject or creator's background, political viewpoint, position, or affiliation. So then they have all these areas. Fake engagement. You have to click on each one. Child safety, impersonation, thumbnails, external links, nudity, spam, deceptive practices. So I've been banned from YouTube and LinkedIn for spam. Because what? I had hashtags and I was sharing my content and I was sharing my articles. Playlist, additional policies, vulgar language. Oh, maybe I had some vulgar language. Click on that one. There's just a whole list. It's called youtubes.com/how YouTube works/policy/community-guidelines/ So let's click on vulgar language. And then it opens up a whole nother page. Vulgar language policy. Here we go. The safety of our creators, viewers, and partners is our highest priority. We look to each of you to help us protect this unique and vibrant community. It's important you understand our community guidelines and the role they play in our shared responsibility to keep YouTube safe. Safe? Well, you know what? I see I see bombs exploding. I see videos about Ukraine. I don't know. I see fake news. I see that YouTube has still banned Donald Trump, just like Facebook, even though Twitter has let him back on. It says, if you find content that violates this policy, report it. So basically, anybody on YouTube sees your stuff and doesn't like it, reports it. Instructions for reporting violations of our community guidelines are available here. And you got to click there. So that's a whole nother page. What happens after I report? Blah, blah, blah. Content that may be age restricted. Well, none of my content is age restricted. And I have to go back and unrestrict some that I thought should be restricted. Explicit content that violates this policy could result in age restriction, content removal, or a strike. We may consider the following factors when deciding whether to age restrict, remove content, or issue strike. Use of sexually explicit language or narratives. A sexually explicit narrative. That means story. Narrative is a story. I'm not even live yet. I'm still reading the rules. because I'm planning on doing a live video interview with somebody tomorrow about Truth Social and Donald Trump. Age-restricted content. We may allow vulgar language when the primary purpose is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic and isn't gratuitous. What does that mean? Too much? Too much vulgar language. Like Joe Rogan uses vulgar language. For example, the title of a song with a curse word or a song that contains large amounts of profanity. So the title of a song that contains a curse word. Well, I've seen songs with curse words in them. A lot of rap you can see on YouTube. I don't know about these rules, who manages them. Then it gets into what happens. Channel or account terminated. Was this helpful? Well, yeah, I guess it was helpful. So back, turn this page off. Now we're going to go to our live channel. So I have here, this stream contains paid promotion. No, I'm not getting paid to do this. I scroll up and I added a discussion about Quora, Freenomics, and banking on the internet. So I'm videoing me being live on YouTube as soon as I click this next button. I think I got all the pages I want. infiniteintelligenceinternational.quora.com. I'm going to talk about Boeing a little, talk about the University of Freenomics, and might as well add associated content. See how that noise in the background shows up. Somebody cutting down our tree. Let me see here. Associated content. Here we go. University of Freenomics. It's a free space on Quora that I created. Has 3 contributors, 206 followers, and 5 posts today. Yay. So I'm managing like 21 different spaces, and associated content is one of them. Associated content, ACS, has 10 contributors, 4 subscribers, 267 followers, and 19 posts today. With 8,000 views in the last 7 days. Well, that's some pretty good stats for starters. For a startup, associated content is a startup of the Infinite Freedom Foundations. Ooh, what's that? We'll get to that. Okay, so I'm pasting this into the description of this Freenomics, learning about things that are free on the internet. So that's going to be my YouTube live video. Live chat is on. Who can send messages? Anyone? Slow mode. How long do you want participants to wait between sending messages? 60 seconds. Enter the number between 1 and 300. Okay. Let's do 5. 5 seconds. Okay. See if anybody shows up. Then it says hit next, visibility. Make your video, choose when to go live and who can see your stream. Public, everyone can watch your stream. Select the date and time you want to go live. It says January 16th, 2023, 11:05 a.m. And right now it's Right now, it's 12:07. So 12:07. You have to type in the semicolon 07. 12:30, 12:15. Okay, let's go with 12:15. 12:15 p.m. And you know what? That's all you get. 12:15. Then it says Let's see, what's next? What is this? Stream preview. FaceTime HD camera built in. Privacy public. Category education. Start a Q&A poll that viewers ask questions or weigh in on a topic. Okay. Engage with your audience. Answer viewer questions here. Hello. I am learning Freenomics. Free education. Education on YouTube Live. Start a Q&A. What do you want to learn from me? Bingo. Start a Q&A. Okay. Slow mode is off. See viewer questions. Select, hover your mouse over any question, and then click the menu. End Q&A. Okay. Hello, I'm learning Freenomics, free education on YouTube Live. Okay. Title: Freenomics, education, public. Done. Done. Now what? Upcoming. Scheduled. Okay, what does this say? Live stream. Okay, go here. Go live. So then you click. So now it says 0 viewers are waiting, of course, because I didn't tell anybody I was going to do this. Then go live. Okay, now we're going to go live. And it says going live. Hello. Hello. You're live. All right. 22 minutes of preparation later. Okay, so here we are going live on YouTube. So now I have to look at the camera straight. And I got to move this down so I can. There. Now the big question is, can I be reading stuff? Yeah. See, what I want to see is how to do this show what I'm reading so people can read it with me, but we're not there yet. So I'm going to click like. It doesn't work. People, nope, nobody's showing up. Okay, so we just went through reading setting this video up for Freenomics, the University of Freenomics on Quora, which is a space I created. I went over the community guidelines, turned off the background music so that I wouldn't get a copyright strike. And so now I'm going to turn up the music, the volume, to see if this video I'm doing on Boing. So this is about finding information for free online. And one of the things I did was I asked this question. The question was, it's gone. I have this space called YouTube Live, top 500 videos of YouTube. Here it is, the question. So the question was, what is the process of getting regulatory approvals for a new regional startup airline using the smallest Boeing business jets in the Pacific Northwest with connections to Portland, Everett, Seattle, Spokane, and Boise? Where do we start the process? This is after some guy who answered. See who we asked this question. View the question log, and it says we asked. Boy, I got a couple answers already here. George Townsend. Who did I ask first? Doesn't say. Question added. Thank you. Question. Thank you. George Townsend answered this question. You start the process with a letter to FAA Western Region in Renton stating your intentions and who will be the contact point. Unless you're trying to be secretive about it, and although approaching the FAA is the official and correct route, I'd suggest contacting the Boeing sales office, who should be interested in your project and should be willing to give you guidance. Well, I did that. Let me see here. I just sent an email to Boeing, and that was a result of asking this question. How much does it cost to buy the world's smallest Boeing business jet? How many were being produced in 2022? And how do I contact directly to place an order? How many business jets will Boeing be producing in 2023? See, this is good to know if you're going to start a new airline from scratch. What are the models, ranges, and specifications of each business jet aircraft? So the startup is called Gabor Air. And let's see if, whoops. See, now my other camera messed up. There. 27 minutes already. Okay, let's see. We're still alive here. Been live for 4 minutes. Okay, where did I go? Here we go. So the answer came freely. This is Quora, is a place you can go and get free information or ask questions, and sooner or later someone will come up with the right answer if you ask enough people. So when I asked this question in the YouTube 500 video, this great guy, he's a pilot and a captain since 1965, and he answered the question 19 hours ago. So we're hot on this. He says, try this. For more information, visit Boeing.com BBJ, which is Boeing Business Jet. Try this. Contact Rachel Graff, Boeing Business Jets Communications, at 425-306-2325 with her email, rachel.graff@boeing.com. It's had 5 views, which tells me nobody's paying attention to your questions unless you promote them. It has 1 upvote. So then I thank the guy. So then if I go, awesome, thanks, just sent her an email on behalf of a new startup in development, Gabor Air. That's it, Gabor Air. Let's see here. So then I go to this, click here to this view question log, and it tells me who did what. And originally the question was asked on December 20th. So it took a whole month to get an answer to my question. Okay, so thank you, hit thank you, and then go, one guy answered, question unlinked from the parent question, and then I hit thank you, and so we're done with that question. So the original question, I hit request, and you can ask on Quora 25 people each time. And it shows who you sent the request to, suggested writers, right? Boeing Company. So then it shows Boeing. So if you ask 25 people this question, you're bound to sooner or later get an answer. But it took a whole month almost to get an answer. So we're working here. This is how you work it. Free free information at the University of Freenomics. So I've asked 25 people just now in the last 3 seconds. Maybe it took me 5 seconds. So now I can close this page and go to Associated Content Services on Quora is another space. It has 8,000 views. We'll close that up. Go to spaces. I have one other one called the Top 500, which has the most followers, viewers, whatever. There it is. Top 500. It has, let's see, 17 contributors, 2 subscribers, 254 followers, and 36 posts today. And at the top, I pin this question: how do you engineer infinite freedom? Well, the University of Freenomics is a form of infinite freedom. You can learn anything you want. But I get to manage it, so that's not really infinitely free, is it? It's like Elon Musk. You're not free to say whatever you want because he can block you like he did. Yay. Oh, man. So we're still live here, right? Yeah, looks like it's working. Is anybody watching? Probably not. Okay, so how do you engineer infinite freedom? So I wrote this on the top 500. It's pasted. And so far I have 78 answers in my inbox. The earnings for the page, which all earnings go to the Infinite Freedom Foundation, so far is $7.47, and it hasn't had a payout yet. And curious what to expect after monetizing your content? Learn more about earning with Quora, and you click on this Quora Plus, and then you have to read Quora Plus earnings, what to expect. And any revenue. Quora Plus launched in September 21. So they stopped the Quora Partner Program, and they created a new subscription program for Quora users to support creators. Well, I'm a creator on YouTube. I'm a creator on Quora. I tried to get a job for 20 years. 20 years. Nobody would hire me. It's not because I didn't shave. Wasn't because I have dark skin. Wasn't because I felt discriminated against. It was because I wanted a job with a big paycheck to use my talent that I thought could be usable. In other words, I thought I was worth more to the market than the market would pay. So I couldn't get a job. Anyway, so now I do it on Quora, and I raise money for the Infinite Freedom Foundations, which runs a number of programs which I need help on from different people. So I'm going to close this up. So let's get to the subject matter. Freenomics means free economics. So when you go to Quora, you're getting free information unless you pay for a subscription, which generates money on the spaces now, not through individuals, but through the spaces. And our business is the Infinite Freedom Foundations of Washington State, which is incorporated, and we still have to file our first taxes, which shows a 0 income for last year, and so far 0 this year, because we're a startup, 501c3 organization. And so the Infinite Freedom Foundation has, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Here's the spaces that we're administering. Associated Content Services, the YouTube 500, the University of Freenomics, Infinite Intelligence International, the Infinite Freedom Foundations of America, that's coming, the Church of Infinitology, the American Bank Activities Reform Commission, which we'll get to. Then there's Alex S. Gabor's space, and I ask people when they don't follow me on Quora, please don't follow me, because if you follow me, I'll block you. Follow my spaces instead. Please don't follow me. I don't like people following me. Do you like people following you? You ever been followed driving tailgaters? You ever been followed around by exes or spies or government officials? It's unnerving. Don't follow me, okay? Just don't follow me. All right. Then the other spaces are follow Alex S. Gabor's space, not me, on Quora, okay? Then there's another space called psychopolitics. That's a whole deep subject. Then I have a space called Everything Budapest. Then there's the International Bank Activities Reform Commission, Everything Economics, which I'm a moderator of, and that has the most followers, contributors. In fact, if you look at it, Everything Economics on Quora has only 9 contributors. It has only 7,000 views. So Associated Contents has more views in the last week than Everything Economics. A lot of people don't care about economics. But there's this one video pasted.
The Changing World Order.
This is by
The times ahead will be radically different from those that we've experienced in our lifetimes.
Ray Dalio.
Though similar to many times
and it's
before.
on YouTube. And
how do I know that?
At the top of
because
Everything
they always
Economics. That gives you a basic, what do you call it? Education on economics. So that's free. It's called Free Economics. Now what I can do is hit up. I can't like my own stuff when I post it. So I posted that at the top of the page, and I'm the moderator, and then I can go to Freenomics space free University of Freenomics, and I can type who has watched this video by Ray Dalio on the Changing World Order, ? And then I highlight that and copy it. And then hit either free or monetize. So because it's the University of Freenomics, which means free economics, I'm sharing this for free. And then you can go to the University of Freenomics and watch the video. I'm not going to pin it to the space because see, now I have 3 followers already. I don't want followers. I want people to follow the space because I'm not important. My spaces might be, the knowledge might be. I got 51 answers in my inbox. It's had 3.3 thousand views in the last 7 days. And the top question has a video of me talking about thoughtware. It's a whole different subject. But there's my video I just posted on who has watched this video by Ray Dalio on the Changing World Order. So then I can add a question and paste what I just highlighted, and I can edit it. Who has watched the video? Whoops. The video by Ray Dalio on the quote, Changing World Order. Should I say economic? Yeah, let's add economic. Economic. Geez, I have to spell it right. Economic. How much does it cost to produce Ray Dalio's videos? How the economic machine works? One answer. I've watched that too. Economic order, unquote. Then you hit add question. Why would a very wealthy investor like Ray Dalio be making YouTube videos talking about the new world order? If there is an elite that he is referring to, why they allow him to talk about them openly on YouTube? That's a stupid question. Nobody answered it. Does someone have the book, The Changing World Order by Ray Dalio? No, I don't. Hardly anybody knows Ray Dalio. But I'm sure he's going to advertise. So my question is, who has watched the video by Ray Dalio on the changing world economic order? Here we go. So now I added that question, and I can click the subjects, and I can type in Freenomics, and then it shows Freenomics has 23 followers. The University of Freenomics has 23 followers. Then I type in Freenomics again, and the subject Freenomics has 114 followers. And then I type in Freenomics again, and it automatically shows me that the subject of Infinite Freenomics has 2 followers. So I added all those as subjects, topics. I click there, and then I hit all topics. I have to scroll down to spaces, all spaces, and then it automatically shows up as everything economics and Freenomics, and then type in Freenomics because it's not showing up. And there it is, University of Freenomics, bam. And it has 206 followers, and then I click on that, and I can hit request, and then you click Ray Dalio, and there's lots of people who have answered questions. There's one guy that has 2 answers on Ray Dalio. So there's 3 people I asked, and I click on 2 people that have answered questions on Infinite Freenomics. And then there's quite a few people that are, oops, something went wrong. If you click too fast, it doesn't allow you to get through because it's a slow connection. Lots of people have answers. There's Tom Kite has 1,000 answers, W.L. Miller 1,140 answers, and S. Bali 1,157 answers in economics. Who has watched the video by Ray Dalio? So it's a yes or no question. Yeah, I have. No, I haven't. I could add, well, what did you think of it? So I can go and I can edit the question. And then what it does is it says this question text is linked to a parent question, which I asked, that shows the best answers across Quora. Editing this will unlink from the parent question and hide answers from this space on the parent question. So then I can say, what is your opinion of his video? Question mark. Now, who has watched the YouTube video? So I'm editing the question and putting it in as a specific question in the University of Freenomics, okay? Unlink and save. So now it's going to detach from the original question. And now I can ask it again, only I may have already asked 15 people. So click on Ray Dalio and more people show up. Infinite Freenomics, no suggestions, Freenomics. There's some more people that have answered questions on the subject of Freenomics. Now, Freenomics doesn't mean anything other than free economics, learning about economics freely. It has nothing to do with creating a website and getting people to come to it and giving them free services. It's about learning things for free. The University of Freenomics. So don't get it confused. There's guys on the internet who think they know what Freenomics is. And it's not Freakonomics. That's another misconception. It's not Freakonomics. Some guy wrote a book called Freakonomics. It's not Freakonomics. It's Freenomics. Free, quote, economics, quote, unquote. I just did a video of this guy doing the thing. So you can ask 25 people every 24 hours this question until you get your answers. Well, this is kind of a survey question. And there's a topic called Economics of Everyday Life. Okay, and it says you've reached your request limit, so that's it, you're done. So this is a lesson on how to use Quora on YouTube at the University of Freenomics. And I used to teach how to do mortgages, which is a whole other topic. But tomorrow we're going to do a video on Truth Social and DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corporation. So the original question, I haven't asked anybody, so now I can ask 25 more people the original question on Ray Dalio. And there's a lot of people that have seen videos by Ray Dalio, who's apparently a very rich guy. I don't know how rich he is because I haven't delved into it, but I'm asking anybody on Quora who's answered a question about Ray Dalio. And there's people who have answered questions on economics. That's a big topic, economics. No suggestions, no more. That means I got my limit here. Economics. Nope. So I've hit my limit. So then I close that page. Hey, and I'm still live 23 minutes later. And there's nobody here, nobody watching, because I only have 300 viewers. So I'm not worried. I guess it doesn't go live until after you're done. Or maybe I should send out invitations. So I'm going to end this. I got this Boeing. Oh, you got to see this video. I love airplanes. Space, comfort, and range. So I'm on the Boeing website here. Let's see if I can get it. Now, I hope they don't give me no copyright violation, but there it is. Oh, look at that. Isn't that sweet? Let's zoom in on it a little bit. Yeah. Gabor Air is what we're trying to start up here. You know why? Because I like airplanes. That's why. I've liked airplanes since I was a little kid. That ain't gonna work. Try that. Yeah, okay, we're doing it. So thank you, Boeing. Then the Boeing website, free information. Not quite free because you have to pay for the internet. You have to pay for the electricity to fuel the internet. So it's not quite totally infinite Freenomics quite yet. Society hasn't figured it out yet. So there's a page here. You go to news, investors, employee or retiree, emergency information, merchandise, suppliers, history. And then they've got careers, defense services. So this doesn't tell me. That's why I asked this question originally, which was, how do I get a hold of these people? So I sent an email to that person. And here's all their aircraft. Oh, Boeing business jets. So there's a Boeing, the smallest one I'm looking for. Boeing business jets names Pearson to lead VIP jet sales. Sold. So click on that. And we're getting free information on the question that I originally asked at the beginning of my video here. New BBJ president brings nearly 30 years of experience with Boeing airline customers. So then I can, Rachel Graff, there she is. Hey, all right. So now I can highlight this, and copy it. And go back to my email question. And then I can go answer. And then I can paste it as a comment into still working on this question. Question and answer. Answer. Boosh. Click here for photos. I can close that up. So this was announced May 20th, 2022. So the question was asked in December, but this person has been, Erica is perfectly suited to lead the Boeing business jet team, providing world-class support to our global customer base. Well, she is a 29-year Boeing veteran and served as sales director in the Asia Pacific region. Boy, I bet she gets paid good. Boeing Business Jets brings the best of commercial aviation, ultra-large cabin, long-range jets. With more than there's the beginning right there. With more than 260 Boeing business jets sold since the group was founded in 1996. So that's all? They've only sold about that many? Boeing business jets are supported by Boeing's global service network. For more information, Boeing. And then there's her information. All right. Thank you, Mr. Mike, the airline captain pilot. Mike Hanna. Thank you, sir. Okay, so now we have that on the YouTube 500 as a question. I'm not going to pin it because I've just pinned this guy doing they're cutting the tree down. Almost an hour. I'm going to cut it off in 9 minutes here. All right. So we're done with the Boeing business jets in my email here. Inbox. What's in my inbox? So see, I get an email now live. So I got an email letting me know that I'm going live. So anybody who's a subscriber must have gotten an email 28 minutes ago saying I was live. So I'm going to save this to my Associated Content Services file. And then I asked a question on Freenomics. What do you know about true freedom? And you click, you get an email if you follow the space. And there's 81 answers. No, 51, sorry. 3,000 views in the last 7 days. And one of my questions is, why would the long-range wireless transmission of thoughts be more valuable to Elon Musk and Twitter than to Donald Trump and Truth Social? Well, I don't think Elon Musk wants to know. He's doing Neuralink. He's trying to implant people's heads with these chips. I think that's crazy. Trying to turn humans into robots is what he's trying to do. Because he can't build a regular robot cheap enough. So it's cheaper to plant a chip into someone's head than to build a robot with artificial intelligence. It's like putting a chip in hooking up a frog and then attaching electrodes to it and then turning on the juice. That's kind of what psychopolitics is all about, is using electronics to mess with people. Anyway, I think we'll be done here. I think mission accomplished. I was testing YouTube live and how it works. And tomorrow we're going to do an interview with, let me go to my messages here on, I have 2.3 thousand followers on Truth Social under Alex S. Gabor. And I go messages, and Chad Neohin has told me how to get verified at vip.truthsocial.com so I can get a little check mark. That sounds like George Bush. Chad Neohin. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Him and I are going to do a video tomorrow live on YouTube. I'm going to see if I can cue that up so people can actually watch it. But actually, I'd rather not people see me live, because if I make a mistake, I don't know. I'm not used to being on live. But here we are. We're still live 31 minutes later. And I got 54 minutes on the other camera. I could put two cameras, one here, one there, and live here. I'd be recording with 3 cameras. Could even do 4 with my phone here. But what do you need to have earphones in your head when you're not even listening? It's to blank out the other noise in the background is basically why I did that. So, have you heard enough? Am I boring enough? My channel dashboard, live stream performance. Okay, so I'm back to the YouTube studio. I'm gonna get out of this Boeing. because that got me the answer to my original question. And I got the press release, and I can actually call her up. Maybe I should do that. Nah. Oh, I already got some answers here. But see, what is the process? No one tells you the process. They tell you where to go to find out. Where do we start the process? Oh, the process is, let's see. What is the process of getting regulatory approvals for a new regional startup airline using the smallest Boeing business jets in the Pacific Northwest with connections to Portland, Everett, Seattle, Spokane, and Boise? Where do we start the process? Well, let's see. I've asked this question. I didn't ask enough people because I got 2 stupid answers that don't really answer the question. So you can delete those answers by saying, report it doesn't really answer the question. Done. And you can scroll down and see 3 answers. Oh, already. George Townsend is completely correct, but brief. I'll try to expand a little, but I want to be clear that my knowledge is extremely limited. George Townsend, start the process with a letter to the FAA. The most critical thing you need is what's called an operator certificate. Ooh, this is effectively permission to run an air transport business. They come in several varieties. If you're planning to operate scheduled routes, you'll need a Part 121 certificate. That has numerous qualifications to receive and more to keep current. So before that, you need to get yourself an expert. Oh, there are certificate compliance firms out there. They tend to focus on Part 135 operations, which tend to be too small to have their own compliance personnel. However, I'm sure that you will be able to find one who has the skill and knowledge to handle Part 121 operations on a small scale. In order to get that far enough, you'll need a number of things before the FAA will even consider your request. An established maintenance program, either internal or external, an established maintenance program, either internal or contracted, which holds maintenance certificates for the types of planes you plan to operate. Boy, this is complicated. See how complicated it is to start up an airline? You start the process. I'll click yes, it was all helpful. Unless you're trying to be secretive about it, and although approaching the FAA is the official and correct route, I'd suggest contacting the Boeing sales office, who should be interested in your project and should be willing to give you guidance. Well, that was real helpful. So the best helpful answer was this guy, Brian Engelhart, former gate ramp cargo agent at Northwest and Delta Airlines. Hey, dude, thank you. Thank you very much for that answer. So now we can share that answer in a space called, let's see, we asked that. We'll ask that. We'll put that in the top 500. Top 500. What makes starting up a regional airline so complicated and difficult, even if you have financial backing? Hey, that's a good question. So we'll ask that question, and then we'll highlight it, copy it, and then hit next. And now, bang, we'll put that up there we'll monetize that answer, because that's real knowledge. And we want that money to come into the Infinite Freedom Foundation, so that the Infinite Freedom Foundation someday might have enough money to start up a free airline. Wouldn't that be something? That's what Freenomics is about. But that's a pipe dream. So we're going to ask a question here. Post in it. Now you can specifically ask a question. What makes starting up a regional airline so complicated and difficult, even if you have all the financial backing you could possibly need? need, or want. Okay, how's that? Okay, so now we're asking that question. I click request, and presto, 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 presto. Each person in the top 500 who's answered is a contributor. Then I go to airlines as a topic and go presto, 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 presto. Each time I click, it's asking someone the question. Then there's one on entrepreneurship, big dog. There's a guy named Inash Gabriel who's got 25 answers on all these entrepreneurs, right, who know how to do things. And I think we're almost done here. Only reason you reached your limit. Okay, we're done. So those are the questions of the day. That's about Quora. That's the University of Freenomics, how it works, free information. There's an article here on a question. Why did Twitter ban this article and permanently suspend the Twitter account of the poster when it was posted to Gary Gensler, which is the head of the SEC, Elon Musk, and Kevin McCarthy, the new Speaker of the House, as a question by a member of the international intelligence community? Well, I'm a member of the international intelligence community because I think I'm fairly intelligent and I'm an international person and I'm part of the community. So why does Twitter and LinkedIn and all these websites continue to censor me? Am I that weird? I don't think I'm a narcissist. Anyway, thank you for watching this for 1 hour and 1 minute. I think we'll end it now. So we're done. End. Where do I hit end? Right here. See? Click. Thank you for watching. Maybe you can share this and I'll get 1,000 people and then I'll be really live. Your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. Okay, end. Nobody showed up. Now I can go edit in studio. Okay, we're done. Oh wait, we'll start another one later.